Hi everyone, welcome to QNAP live broadcast. I'm Sam. And since August is our QVR Pro month, so we have already introduced the QVR Pro server and the QVR Pro client. And today we are going to bring you another QPKG from our App Store, and that is called QVR Center. Well, basically QVR Center is for chain store management and the log management. So we have our PM Sheila here today, and we will do the introduction and the live demonstration for you to see how to use the UI and what is the features and advantages of using our QVR Center. And let's get to the slides first. Well, the topic is basically for the retail, and the agenda for here we have four. The first one is that we will talk about the requirements for the business surveillance application, and the second is that we have filmed one video that is like electronic market and in Taipei, and that store is one of our users, so we went there and visit him to know some of his application for now, and then we will show you the solution from QNAP, and the last thing is also the most important thing, the live demo. Sheila will do a very clear demonstration for you. So we start from the business surveillance requirement, retail chain business surveillance requirement. Well, basically, there are several requirements from the chain store business. Like the first one is how can the headquarter do the central management? Like how can they see the live view? How can they get the system log by anything or by something?
Yeah.
And the second part is like basically like okay, maybe convenience store. It is also a famous example for a chain store, retail chain store. Like they have doors, they have like
Post
door
machine,
lock, post machine,
system.
and fire alarm, something like that.
Yeah.
But they wonder that how can QNAP NAS integrate all the third-party devices together? So when they push on a panic button and the camera will do the event report or something. And this last thing is, can the central manager get the notification or to see the event pop out right away? And here are several problems and requirements, like can QNAP help to manage the multiple points? Like can I do the settings right here, or can I change any of the authority right there? And then can we implement a surveillance CMS? Yeah, of course, for sure, we have QVR Pro client, and that is basically kind of a CMS. And then the third one is, can QNAP help event notification management from multiple points? Well, I think we will also see the answers to all these questions in the next video, and of course integrate with other system. That is a definitely yes, because we can integrate with like pause system or doorbell entrance system, something like that. So let's check on the demo video now. Hi everyone, welcome to QNAP live broadcast. I'm Sam, your host for the topic today. And now Sam is at the 3C electronic market in Taipei because one of our users is using our QNAP NAS as their surveillance system. So here we are today to visit him and to ask some feedback from him. So we have our PM Luke today and our contact window Kimbo. Nice to meet you, Kimbo.
Hi,
So I have several problems when I first step into the market, and I see you have several floors, and each floor has their own surveillance system. But when I come here, and I still look a lot of cameras in the cashier and the hallway. So may I know why you still add your own?
因为外面的商场的监视系统跟我们其实是不同，那他们有他们的一些管理需求，那他就会没办法说噪音到我们店内，所以我们才额外需要在自己的店内去增添这些监视设备这样。
So the second question is that, speaking of surveillance systems, everyone will think of like having an IP camera and having an MBR, and that's all. So why do you choose the QNAP NAS over a confidential IP system like MVR?
因为有考量到说，像一般的 VR， 它如果硬碟有损毁的话，那我们就会怕资料会有遗失，所以才改用说用 QNAP 的 NAS， 因为它有阵列 RAID 的这个功能，然后去备份说我们一些硬碟里面录影的资料。这样就不怕有遗失。
So far, after you like experience our QVR Pro, do you think there are any other requirements from our QNAP NAS?
因为像我们的店面算是那种连锁型的，那 资料上的管理就比较重要，所以我们会想说，看有没有什么方式可以透过 NAS 一起连回到总部，让他们后勤可以直接做更直接的管理整合。
Based on Kimbo's comment, so he wants to monitor many stores at the same time. You can use our QVR Center. QVR Center support such as live view, playback, event notification, EMAP, and privilege. So you also can use roles function to measure your server. If you already use our products like QVR 5.1 and the surveillance station, so you also can use QVR Center to measure your servers.
So this will be the application for the chain store. Thank you, Kimbo, for showing us your store around, and don't forget to subscribe our channel. We will see you next time on QNAP Live Broadcast. Bye bye.
Okay, so that is the live demo video. So what are the solutions we provide? We provided, like, first of all, we can help them because in the last of the video, the Kimbo said that he has a requirement to do the central management from headquarters to all the other branches. So Luke also provided the solution. We can use our QVR Center, which is also the topic today. We can do the access management and login management and event and live view management. So the last part, the privilege, like we can set for different authority, they can have the different power to do the camera adjustment or EMAP adjustment. And for some standard employee, they can just check the live view, something like that. So in the case study, we have three main of our applications. The first one is the QVR Pro, which I think if you have been watching our video for this month, and the second part is the QVR Pro client. We have also introduced the PC version and the cell phone tablet version. So this is the first time we introduce you the QVR Center. So Sheila will tell you what is QVR Center and all the other interfaces.
Okay, so QVR Center basically it's a CMS solution for surveillance for QVR Pro. First of all, the most important for CMS should be to know what's going on the QVR Pro to the service. So we got dashboard in the web page and also at the client. You can know the events. Maybe we got a lot of event in this hour. We should check what's going on. And it also tells the server status. See if any QVR Pro or any other recording service, surveillance station or file store is not working. Yeah. Okay, so for the retail chain business, there should be a lot of cameras. How to edit it and maintain it? We got export and import features. You can export your camera setting with all the brand, the model, the port, account password, and you can edit it in the Excel, which is convenient. And after you can import it into another NAS.
Okay.
Yeah. So for the existing user that are using our old surveillance product for QNAP, like surveillance station, file store, they can use QVR Center too, because QVR Center can manage file store and surveillance station. And you don't have to spend a lot of money to move to QVR Pro. You can just use the QVR Center to do the same thing.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so it's important to know what's going on. Log is the easier way. QVR Center have collect all the managed QVR Pros log. So you can just check on the QVR Center website log to know the situation. Yep. So here's the privilege control. We have an independent privilege role in QVR Center, which is different from the QVR Pro. So you can put, even with the same NAS, you can have QVR Pro and QVR Center at the same time, but their account systems are different, and you can set up the different privilege, which is kind of suitable for the headquarters to give different kinds of privilege setting. Yeah. And here's the system restore. If you add like 128 servers into QVR Center, and one day you want to move it into another NAS. You don't have to just add all the servers again at another NAS. You can just back up the settings. The settings are including with the EMAP, the view, with the system, and you can just reuse it in another NAS.
Mhm.
Yep, to set up the system immediately. Yep. And here are our QVR Center license rule. QVR Center doesn't require license so no QVR Center license needed. Surveillance station, file store, and up to 2 QVR Pro are free to add into QVR Center. Starting from the third QVR Pro, you have to activate the QVR Pro Gold license into the QVR Pro. So QVR Center can manage up to 128 servers. So no matter surveillance station, file store, QVR Pro, 128 would be the maximum servers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have done with the QVR Pro Center, and let's talk about some like future features. Like this is the TV wall. Like we can output maximum 8 HDMI to the monitors, but I think this version will be in Q4, right? Or we can do that in Q4.
Yeah.
The newer version of our QVR Pro.
Yeah.
And once you have updated that, you can have 8 of the HDMI output to your monitor, but please make sure that you need to have a powerful PC.
Yeah.
Or you can just use some of our NAS with like 3 HDMI outputs. It can already help you to output to the 3 of the monitors and for different purpose that you need. And here's a very special part, which is also a strong part of our QVR Pro, the fisheye DWAP technology. Well, we all know that a fisheye can take care of 360 degrees, so you buy one fisheye can replace 8 of the existing fixed lens camera. And the advantage of using a QVR Pro is that our software can do the DWAP, and even if there's only one fisheye, and the normal software can give you like panorama view or cut the panorama into 2 slices, but we can give you the original DWAP. So we can create maximum 8 of the original DWAP, and you can just like locate the places in your fisheye, and you can get the picture in the middle, like the normal of the view, which just like a fixed lens camera, right? So if your fisheye is like a one lens fisheye, can we do it? Like the 8 original DWAP, we can do it, right? Basically, yes. And even if your fisheye is like using 2 of the 180-degree lens to combine to a 360-degree fisheye, we can also make it happen for you. So it's a good way for customer that need to have a cost down solution. Yeah. And then here is the we can also okay, here's my experience for the current NVR market. Maybe if you want to, you are now checking the live view, and if you want to go to the playback mode, you need to click on playback and then choose your demand channels, and then they will do the playback at the same time. But you will not be able to see the rest of the live view. Yeah, but in our QVR Pro, we can see at left hand side there are several pages. The first one, the first section is for the pages. You can choose each of the pages you like, and then you can just click into any of the channels, and then you can do the playback directly for that specific channel. Yeah. And the rest of the channels are still in live view. Even the EMAP will also like be there. And if you want to check all the cameras to check for the playback at the same time, like the first channel you set the playback, you just need to click on the playback, and then all the channel will go to the same time to do the playback for just like the first time you set. And you can also do the one click to enlarge and make the layout back. So it's very easy, and the flexibility is also very high. And here is the EMAP function. Well, in the last page, we have seen that we have already seen that we can put the live view, the playback, and the EMAP all in one page.
Yeah, in one view.
Yeah, in one view. So basically, if you cannot do like multiple TV wall, we can also do the small TV wall function like this, and then you can also set the different views in sequence. So basically, you won't be able to lose anything.
Yeah, they rotate.
And here is the basically it's the 6 ingredients to build our CMS solution, and like this headquarters, central management, the green part, that is the QVR Center, and product display, QVR Pro client, online display, QVR Pro client, event alert, QVR Pro server, data combination, QVR Pro server, customer analysis, like we can also set it in QVR Pro server, and basically we can also check the result in our QVR Center. We will also show you that. So the live and recording playback will all be done in your NAS. So basically the structure is like the picture in the left hand side. We have several of the IP cameras, and we connect to one NAS, which is running our QVR Pro. And then we can also combine the host system or the other third-party devices. We can combine the integrate the metadata to give you like alarm in or even alarm out. And through the AI engine, we can check everything with the live view, playback, event, and all the third-party products in our QVR Pro client. And it's very easy to check for we just enlarge the total system. Like we have 3 shops here, and each shop we are using cameras, and one NAS has QVR Pro, and the QVR Pro has another NAS is running the QVR guard. So when QVR Pro is running normally, the guard can do the NAS thing. And when the QVR Pro is down, like no power or anything happen, the QVR guard will take over the recording job. And then by the third-party AI engine, we also can combine everything to do the one-site management. And as if we have 3 of the same shops, we can also send the log system or the access the log and the access system log and the access what is that, the history back into the CMS QVR Center. And also at the right hand side, we have seen the remote backup. That is our hybrid backup sync. But we are using a NAS to be your NVR, so we can do the RTRR, we can do snapshot, we can do backup, we have RAID. So the risk of your hard disk breaks and cause you lose all the recording data will be lower. And then it's the most important part. Well, Sheila will do the live demo to show you the UI of this QVR Center, and how can we use the QVR Center to monitor the live view and playback.
Okay.
Let's go to the computer.
Okay, so this is the QVR Center web. So here you can see the surveillance event. Tells you what is the time they got so many events around here. Yeah, basically because it's office time.
Okay.
And here are the servers that be added into the QVR Center. You can see server type. They told you what it is. It's QVR Pro with license or without license. And surveillance station, QVR 5.1, which is our file store. Okay, so you can check the status here and just do some manage. And here are the privilege systems. So you can just create the users and the roles about in the QVR Center. And here is the log. So here are the log for QVR Pro. And it's all the same as the QVR Pro web. You can just click what you want, and here are QVR 5.1 and surveillance station. And here are the features of backup and restore. So you can just download, and you will download something, a file, and you can restore it here. Okay, so let's come to the client. So QVR Pro and QVR Pro client basically share the same QVR Pro client UI. It is very convenient that you don't have to learn something new. And they got view that is only for QVR Center and EMAP for QVR Center. And here for the camera, you can see here are the servers that you added into QVR Center, and here are the cameras. So you can, maybe I only want to focus on this SS server, surveillance station server. Okay. And at the same time, you can drag the QVR Pro recording and the surveillance station camera in the same site. Yeah. And it's the same as the QVR Pro. Here are the events, and it tells you where does it come. In here, this is something special for QVR Center. They got a dashboard that tells you the server situation, see the versions, the status. So if you see, okay, QVR Alpha is unavailable, and you can go and check, see if anything is wrong. Yep. So that's just something special for the QVR Center client.
So the rest of the controlling is just like same as the QVR client.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back to the slides. And we have done the demo because we want you to know how can you use the QVR Center to manage everything. And especially I think the event report, like the bars, is very useful because we can just, for retail chain store, we can just check for the bars to know that in what like period of time I have most of the people coming by. So it's a good time for it's a good way to do the like the marketing solution, something like that.
See if they want to send more people.
So here's a comparison for the conventional IP camera and our QNAP NAS. Well, basically, Sheila just said that for the compatibility, because we all know that to have a surveillance system is to running like 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
And if you are now using the surveillance system by our QNAP NAS, you can just combine it with like the previous surveillance station and the
QVR
store, QVR 5.1. But if you are using a conventional surveillance station, surveillance system, we were using like analog cameras, and now since IP is the future, so more and more people will turn into IP solutions, but you are having a like DVR or a recorder that cannot accept the IP signal. What can we do? Well, basically, you will just have to like change into another DVR or XVR or NVR that can support like 4 to 5 of the signals, which is another extra cost. But by using our NVR, by using our QNAP NAS, QVR Pro, surveillance station, and file store can all be added into our QVR Pro Center. So the compatibility is much more higher. And then the features, we've been like emphasized on using a conventional surveillance system is like the NVR can just do the NVR thing. Like output the bandwidth and do the recording job, or maybe analyze the event just like that. And as an NVR, a QNAP NAS, we can do much more because basically that is a NAS. So you can take part of your storage space to do the NVR thing, and the other part, like maybe 60% of your NAS, to do the NAS thing, like to store your data file or confidential data or your customer database, something like that, and your in and out for your products. And the data security, well, I think there's nothing more to say. We have RAID, we have backup, we have snapshot, and we have a VPN. So, and we have the hybrid backup sync. So I think that is much more stronger than using a normal NVR. And to maintain it, well, since you are using the QVR Pro system, if you want to maintain the system or you have any problems, you just need to submit the ticket, help desk ticket, and our guy will just reply you as soon as they can. So we think that using QNAP NAS, that is a very big win compared to using
Yeah.
the conventional surveillance system. And by different scale of the retail shop you have, we also suggest you to use like different of our products. If you're running a small shop, you can use the TS251B, which we just launched recently. That is a 2-bay NAS with HDMI output and one PCIe slot. So you can output one HDMI directly to the monitor and to do the live view thing. Or you can add another PCIe card for your expansion requirement, no matter it's like storage or higher internet transmission speed or something. And if you have a bigger scale, you can just use our TVS 951X because that has more storage capacity and it combines 4 of the 2.5 SSD trays. You can use our Q tier to have a better read and the write speed for your event. And then you can output, you can also output to the HDMI, but at the same time, for this NAS, it has the GPU accelerate function. So you can get higher resolution playback or the live view in a faster time. And of course, if you want to build if you want to build a TV wall with more HDMI output, you can choose our TVS1282 because that is using an i7 processor and with 64 gigabyte of the DDR. I think the performance will also be very good. So you can use it to output to 3 of the monitors. Also, you can use your computer to run the QVR Pro client so that you can separate your live view and your event management or your EMAP or something like that. Like you can do your manage requirement, and you can also run the QVR Pro Center on 3 of these NASs. So based on your scale, choose the suitable NAS for you, and we hope you will find our QVR Pro Center very useful. Yeah, and let's go back to live. And thank you, Shah, for bringing us the demonstration because I think to know how to use QVR Center is the most important part in this video. And if you want to get to know more about how to do the configuration of the QVR server or how to do the controlling of our QVR Pro client, please go here. Okay, we can go to live.qnap.com and type in NASpedia as a keyword, and you will see a lot of video. And basically, it's just like showing you how to use all of our QPKG apps. And also don't forget to subscribe our channels if you like our video. And you can, one more time, you can go here and download the PowerPoint, or if you want to check this video again, you can click at a specific slide and we will lead you to the part of the video. Well, thank you for your watching, and next week we will tell you the solution for factory.
Yeah, factory.
Yeah, and we will end the QVR month in the beginning of September.
Yeah.
So you won't be able to see Shell. Okay, so that's the video today. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.